Buying a home today is a different activity than it was just a year ago. There's a feeling of a buyer's market with lower interest rates and home prices and tax incentives for buyers. And there's also a strong sense of responsibility when shopping for a home and finding the right home loan. Designing Spaces is tracking 3 different types of buyers in the home market, all looking to buy a home or refinance an existing mortgage. Joining Designing Spaces to tell us about home loans and to give us an idea of what to expect in today's market is Sandy Robertson, Regional Sales Executive at Bank of America Home Loans. Welcome, Sandy.
Thank you, Rhonda. It's great to be here.
So now, as I mentioned in the introduction, mortgage interest rates are low and home prices are very affordable in many areas. So this is obviously very attractive to many potential buyers right now, especially first-time buyers. Our first scenario shows a couple who believes now is a good time to begin their home search, and they're excited about the additional benefit of the federal home buyer tax credit. But what type of things should they be doing and thinking about as they begin their home search?
There's probably a few things that buyers really want to consider as they go into that process. First is the rent versus own comparison. Is it the right time to own for them? The second thing is not so much of a focus on how much of a house can you afford, but really more what can you comfortably afford over the long haul. Our home loan guide is available at bankofamerica.com/home loans, or they can simply stop by any of our offices across the country, see one of our mortgage loan officers, or on the phone. They're there and ready to help.
So what about credit and savings? What roles do they play in the home search?
Credit and savings are important elements in the home buying process. Some things to think about. First off, know what your credit score is. That's critical to know. Additionally, take some time to put together what your debt is. What are their monthly financial obligations today? And then what are your savings? It's important that a borrower spend the time to meet with a lender up front before they begin even their shopping experience and review your financial information, what your current income is and what your expenses are. With that in mind, then you can go out and decide which homes you really want to spend your time looking at. That allows the real estate agent to know that you could afford a home mortgage.
Let's talk about a first-time buyer who has been saving and living well within her means. She's ready to move out of her rental apartment and into a condo of her own and has even saved up enough money for a down payment. Can a real estate agent help a buyer during their home search?
Yes, a real estate agent should understand the local market and the rules and regulations as well. They will in turn spend the time to help you narrow down your home search and into the right price category for what you've determined is affordable for you. Also, when you've come to that time and you find the right house, they can help negotiate that contract on your behalf. It's really important today you work with a responsible lender and a real estate agent. They'll help guide you through this changing environment.
So once a buyer finds a home that fits their needs, there are various home loan options available, right?
In reality, there is no one-size-fits-all home loan. It's really based on everybody's individual needs. Some people, it's very important that their payment remain fixed throughout the whole term of the loan. In those situations, we really try to find the correct fixed rate loan for people during that process. Other folks, their financial situation's a little bit different, and so we like to look at some additional options for them. It really goes all back to that, how much can you comfortably afford? In that mind, Bank of America Home Loans introduced our Clarity Commitment, which is a one-page written summary in plain language so that customers can better understand what they're getting, whether it's a new mortgage or refinance.
Sometimes finding solutions for current homeowners is just as important as assisting a new buyer. These homeowners are considering refinancing, but they're not sure if it's the right thing to do. What's foremost in their minds is finding ways to reduce their monthly expenses. What should they be thinking about when considering refinancing?
Many borrowers consider refinancing to either adjust from an adjustable rate loan to a fixed rate loan or to lower their monthly payments. It is important, though, if you're looking at the lowering your monthly payments, that you consider that there may be some additional upfront costs on that loan. So you have to look at kind of what your break-even point is, where your lower payments have actually helped cover those potential additional costs. That's when you really recognize the lower benefits. Also, it's important that you really, once a year, sit down and do a home loan checkup. Go ahead and review your information with your lender or visit with one of our mortgage loan officers. They're willing to do that even if the mortgage is not with Bank of America Home Loans.
Sandy, so how about current homeowners who may be feeling the effects of the down economy? There's a lot of homeowners who are actually making their monthly mortgage payments late, or they may be struggling to even make their payments at all. What type of options are available for them?
Well, the first thing is you need to talk with your lender. People sometimes get a little afraid of that, but it's important you talk to them, and the earlier the better. Make sure when you take the time to give them a call that you know a few pieces of information. The first one is, what's your loan number? Also, what's your property address? What your current pre-tax income is? And additionally, what is your general information and financial situation. There may be a number of options that are available for people, including the federal government's Making Home Affordable program out there as well. Additional information is available at bankofamerica.com/home loan help. Bank of America Home Loans can help buyers in this changing environment. And our premise is really straightforward. We will be a responsible lender, and we will help create successful homeowners.
Well, thank you so much, Sandy. This has been a lot of information, and hopefully our current homeowners and potential buyers can use this information to make smart decisions as they navigate through the home loan maze.
You're welcome.
Visit designingspaces.tv to see any part of this show again, and you'll also find a link to Bank of America Home Loans. For Designing Spaces, I'm Rhonda Castagna.